provide the financial literacy to the women, it is obvious that they will be independent. There will be less exploitative practices against them, and they can also enhance their household resources. So that I observed in the gender gap to the financial literacy. Now, next one, which was about the linguistic diversity, that how it affects the diversity. Most of resources which are available on the websites are majority in the two languages, English and Hindi. Now, this is the biggest barrier, that also there are no accurate translations available in the regional languages, and the teaching in native language, the concepts of financial literacy must be teaching in the native language, so it will be more accessible to the whole public, general public. And studies also show this, that the bilingual individuals make more informed financial choices. I means bilingual means one must be in the English, as it is a global language, and majority of the resources are available in the English language, and we are required to also promote the native languages that can develop the that can cover the more people from the poor background. Next is the lack of financial literacy among the teenagers. So now the teenagers are excluded from the financial literacy program. The major reason is that the schools often exclude financial education in their curriculum. Also, there are shortage of qualified teachers and resources like textbook and teaching aids to support the financial literacy. Another reason is the cultural stigma, that some teenagers are stay away from, or their family don't encourage them to learn financial literacy concept. Again, there are 20 percentage of the Indian adults are only literate. So if they are not literate, that how can they guide the teenagers? So these are the problems with the teenagers financial illiteracy. So again, the solution which I provide is the school and colleges must play a crucial role. They have to include financial literacy syllabus in their curriculum. Also, they have to conduct expert-led programs for the financial literacy. And in the last, that what I recommended, that there must be introduction of the personal financial courses at the school and college level. Their focus on the foundation skills like budgeting, saving, and investing. There must be development of the woman specific programs, like conduct workshops and conduct collaborate with the self-help groups and women groups to giving them financial literacy. And there will be more government schemes available, and we have to raise awareness like the PMJDY, Mudra loans, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, and all that. And last is to educate women on banking and entrepreneurship. Now, I have also suggested that dual approach that we have to adopt, and to cater India's diverse population, we have to focus on the localized and globalized efforts. It is a joint efforts of the NGOs and government, and use of technology. Now there are learning management softwares available online, so we can also, and regular monitoring and evaluation of the programs also conducted. Thank you so much.
So, Haq, as you have
Yes,
taken
sir.
a very good topic, that is the barriers of the financial literacy. But I think it's my suggestion that you have missed so many important part during your conducting of this research, as you have not mentioned the component of financial literacy, because the component of financial literacy is the changing with the timing. Second thing, as you collected, you have taken the secondary based data,
Yes,
especially
sir.
for this kind of particular topic. If you just make the base of the secondary data, so it might be affect your study result and findings, because there's a time lapse, because when the secondary data was published, and now you are conducting this particular research this time. So to make more accurate research and the reach on the very good findings, better to always take the primary data of such kind of the study is my suggestion to you.
Okay, sure. I will implement this. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
Gitanjali
so
ma'am. That's it.
only you have used the demographic variables, but my question is, what is gender sensitization? Can you use it as a remedial measure for increasing the financial literacy among the people? You missed that important part. What is gender sensitization?
Actually, madam, what I think that if we can educate the women in the topics of the financial literacy, then in the long run, the upcoming generation will be automatically financially literate. That it comes to my mind when I think about the gender sensitivity. So, in my topic, will implement this.
Okay, thank you so much. A good try. Best wishes. Thank you. Namaskar.
Is Dr. Davani Desai is here in present meeting? Please, he can come for the presentation. Dr. Davani B. Desai. Okay. We will shift to the next presentation. Vaghela Jigar Kumar Lalji Bhai.
Yes, sir, I'm here. Good afternoon. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yes. I'm trying to
Please
share my screen. Yes,
your
sir.
screen and
I'm,
start your presentation. Okay,
yes, I'm
all the
trying to
best.
share my screen. My screen is visible, sir? Please
Yes, it's
confirm,
visible.
sir. Okay, sir. And sir, I noticed that whenever we try to make a full screen, the slice is not moving. So may I continue with this
Yeah, you can continue without
without?
F5 mode.
Yeah, okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for confirmation. So, good afternoon, everyone, again. My name is Jigar Kumar Waghela. I'm a senior research fellow at the School of Commerce, Gujarat University. And today's my research presentation topic is exploring financial transparency, the influence of about gender diversity on accounting conservatism in India. And this paper I prepared and written by taking help of my guide, Professor Dr. Chetna Marwadi, professor at School of Commerce, Gujarat University. So we all know that my slide is moving or not, ma'am? Hello,
It is
please
navigating.
confirm.
It is navigating.
Okay, okay, okay. So we all know that both gender diversity is a part of corporate governance, and corporate governance is a code of conduct for directing and controlling a company and its stakeholders. It's helped mitigate a conflict between shareholders and lenders due to information asymmetry. And whenever talk about accounting conservatism is it is a most important principle and convention in accountancy. By using this principle, we recognize cost and losses uh, quickly and revenue and profit slowly to ensure a reliable financial position and performance. So here my research question is that what are the relationship between corporate governance and accounting conservatism? And based on this research question and research objective, I did some literature review, and I found that in India, the corporate governance regulatory framework has been evolved for a while. However, limited study has been undertaken regarding corporate governance and accounting conservatism in Indian context. And existing studies, or you can say past studies, ignore the importance of gender diversity in corporate board, and no such study examining the impact of board gender diversity on accounting conservatism. So here my hypothesis is that is there any significant impact on board gender diversity on accounting conservatism in India? And here I measured board gender diversity as a percentage of percentage of female director on the board. And I also consider firm size, firm growth, profitability, and leverage as a control variable. And when I talk about accounting conservatism, here I measured accrual based accounting conservatism propounded by Gioli and Hans. And this is the formula of, by using this formula, I calculate accounting conservatism. And this study is based on secondary data, and I collected, my sample size is as a BSc 100 companies, and out of these 100 companies, I excluded financial related companies and companies with incomplete information. So here final sample size is 62 companies, and this data is secondary data collected from Proves database maintained by CMIE, and also annual report and a corporate governance report of the selected companies. Here I use a panel data methodology to explore the relationship between a board gender diversity and accounting conservatism. The study sample was a balanced panel with 930 observations used in the estimated model. The study used pool and panel models for 62 firms over 15 years. This study used Stata and Greater software for statistical analysis. And in this study, there is a heteroscedasticity problem. For that purpose, we demonstrate or use a WAL test to check the heteroscedasticity in this data. And also, we use a precedent test of cross-sectional dependence to confirm that there is no cross-sectional dependence among the error distribution, with the null hypothesis being less than 0.05. I also use Bros-Pagan LM test to decide this suitability between a random effect model and pool OLS model based on the null hypothesis supporting the random effect model estimated. And finally, I use Hausman test to decide to choose between fixed and random effect model based on the null hypothesis favoring the fixed effect model estimation. So this is my research methodology, and these statistical model are estimated in this study. And now this is the empirical finding and discussion. Based on the Hausman test, produce an insignificant p-value indicating that the random effect regression model provide a more accurate estimation technique than the fixed effect regression model. Here, findings support our hypothesis indicating a negatively significant relationship between both gender diversity and accounting conservatism at a 5% significant level. Findings reveal that good corporate governance encourage gender diversity on the board, result in better financial reporting through decreasing accounting conservatism. This study findings are consist with the previous study which investigate how more gender diversity on board reduce the need for conservative accounting practices. Women on board might foster a culture that prioritize transparency and fairness over extreme caution, which could reduce unnecessary underreporting of financial performance. So this is all about my presentation. Thank you. Am I audible, ma'am? Hello.
Yes, you are audible. You have my only one question is your sample size was 100. How you determined that? Have you used any sample size calculator? What is the method for calculation of ideal sample size?
Ma'am, here I use a purposive sampling techniques, and I'm not using any calculation sample size, because my base of knowledge, whenever go for a primary data, we normally use that sample size determinator. But in secondary data, here I use a purposive sampling technique, and based on that and also we go through literature review, and mostly literature review explain that 100 companies are more sufficient to examine the result.
Okay. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
No, ma'am. Just request for next presentation.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Kindly
you.
call next person.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time for ninth presentation. I would like to call Aldarin Castellino.
Yes, just give me a moment. I'm showcasing my slide. For some reason, I'm unable to show my slide. Just give me a moment. Is my slide
It is
being
visible.
seen?
You can start with the presentation. It is visible.
All right, thank you. Well, the title is Exploring Impact of New Emerging Technologies and Green Marketing Strategies on Corporate Sustainability Goals. I will go with four. This is the conceptual model, the hypothesis, the data collection, and the findings. We initiated with a very basic conceptual framework, which is four elements that we considered, four constructs rather. First one is green marketing and what is its impact on corporate sustainability goals. Within green marketing, we had three strategic, internal, and tactical, for which we have considered strategic as an impact along with green marketing over CSG. The second is new emerging technologies. Now, since technologies out here has multiple facets, for example, in order to create, various engagement programs in marketing, you have artificial intelligence, data analytics, human chatbots, avatars that you use. What is also to be seen is we have incorporated technology adoption as one of the elements, whether our marketing managers or firms adaptable to even using technology to engage into marketing activities as part of their strategy. And based on the conceptual framework, we have created the hypothesis, which is, one is significant and positive relationship between green marketing strategies and corporate sustainability goals. Negative relationship between new emerging technologies and corporate sustainable goals. Would there be any, is there a positive impact or a negative impact? We have to check that. The third one is, again, significant and positive relationship between green marketing and corporate sustainability goals. Now, we have followed a process of convenience sampling technique. 45 firms, varied, a few public, private sectors were considered, and based on which we have the responses collected were 239. We have a total of 21 items in our questionnaire. Usable responses were 220. In order to cater to the responses which were small, we have considered PLS-SEM as the methodology to conduct our findings. We have also seen that we have done some demographic profiling of organization type, where 93% has been from private and just 6% from public. The size of the organization, we have realized that firms which are having more than 100 and between 500 employees have been the largest contributor to the responses. The responses has been sent through Google Forms, on social media, on LinkedIn, on various kinds of platforms. We have also seen maximum gender responses from males. There's a typo error here. The males are 80% and females are 20%. The age group considered out here has been between 36 to 45. Interestingly, the education qualification has been masters, which means that what we desired from the responses is from the master's degree that most of them have. Sector type, uh, it's been a mix of many firms, many sectors and industry put together, but from the communication segment has been the largest, communication and transportation. And we have seen that we've got middle management responding to such questionnaires. Now, in the findings, we have also identified, we have looked at, I've not been able to conduct the complete, PLS SEM model to get but the earlier that I could get is the satisfied data on Cronbach alpha, which satisfies the questionnaire, but I'm still seeking to find more responses on this. So this is where I stand right now.
Okay. This research is half done, I believe. To kindly tell me your Cronbach alpha value, because the data sample is quite good. It is more than 200. I just want to know your Cronbach alpha value.
It's 7.7. It's 0.755.
Well, yeah, it's pretty good. You have framed 3 hypotheses. What is independent and dependent variable, and what is the outcome of that hypothesis?
The dependent variable is the corporate sustainability goals, and the independent variable out here is new emerging technologies and green marketing.
Yeah, so share the output slide. What is your hypothesis result? Whether it is accepted or rejected, what is the output?
It is accepted. However, in certain segments where we have seen using of certain technologies like using avatars is not yet
Which statistical tool you have used for testing the hypothesis?
PLS-SEM.
Okay, can you share the output table of the same?
I have not been able to gather that right
Okay,
now.
okay. So kindly continue with the research and corporate sustainability goals. You can link it with 17 SDG, and then you can make the 17 hypotheses on the same by bifurcating into the coherent variables, independent, and the dependent variables. So you can
Sure.
carry on with this research. It is a very good topic.
Excellent. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Best wishes. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to call this 11th presenter of the session, Mr. Ashutosh Kumar Jha.
A very humble request to all the candidates, kindly strictly adhere to the timeline. Only 5 minutes for presentation. Share your title, your objective, your research output, and the conclusion or the inference.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. I'm sharing my slide. Is it visible to you, ma'am?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay. Very good afternoon, sir, and all other participants. I am Ashutosh Kumar Jha. I'm going to present my research topic on the topic tracing the roots of corporate social responsibility in the ancient Indian philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Since the theme of this conference is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, so I decided to choose this topic. It is not an empirical research, it is a theoretical research where the concept of CSR, modern concept of CSR, has been traced by the Indian ancient philosophy. My index is objective of study, introduction to of CSR, review of literature, concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, concept of CSR from Indian ancient literature, limitation and references. First of all, I'll start with the objective of study. My objective of study is to know the evolution of CSR from Indian ancient literature. Second, to correlate the core principle of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam and modern CSR concept. So introduction of CSR. Basically, corporate social responsibility, popularly known as CSR, is a management concept whereby companies integrate the social and environmental concern in their business operations. The concept has been given by the Howard R. Bowen in 1950s, who is also known as the father of the CSR. Now, second is the review of literature. These are the few, I have selected the few review of literature where the researchers has identified the link between modern concept of CSR from the Indian literature. Muniappan and Das in 2008 identified the CSR principles were also evident in the Cautel's Arthashastra. Similarly, Muniappan and Sathpathy in 2013 identifies that the Gita advocates the balanced approach of CSR, which gives the concept of dharma and karma. Next, in Ashok Kumar, the researcher Ashok Kumar in the year 2014 identified that Vedic concept of CSR comes from karma, and it also inherent with the Indian ancient literature. Muthuswamy in 2018 identified that Hindu teaching highlights the importance of social responsibility, duty towards the other, assessing the concept of moksha. Now, coming to the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Basically, the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam has been taken from the Maha Upanishad, and the sloka, which is where the concept has been taken, the original sloka is Ayam Nija Paroveti Ganana Laghuchet Sam Udar Charitanam to Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So the concept says that only the small-minded people thinks that this is mine and this is yours, whereas the literature and the learned people think that entire world is our family. Now coming to the next part, where the CSR link or the concept of CSR is given by the ancient literature. If we found that the concept of CSR, it is also given in the Atharvaveda. In Atharvaveda, the original slok is Sat Hast Samahara Shasast Hast Sankira Kritasya Karyas Chehaspathim Samava. It means that it says that earn money righteously with 100 hands and distribute it with 1,000 hands. So this concept says that as much you earn, you should to donate more than the way you earn it. Similarly, the concept of CSR is also inherent in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the actual slok is Datve miti yadanam diyate nupkarine deshe kale cha patre cha tadanam satvik smritam, which means that charity given to needy person simply without consideration of anything in return at the right time and the right place is stated to be the mode of goodness. Similarly, the concept of CSR is also given in the Srimad Bhagavad Puran. In the Bhagavad Puran, the original slok is Eta Vajanam Saflam Dehna Mahidehisu Prane Rathirthya Vacha Shreya Acharam Sada, which means that every person has a responsibility to engage in acts of kindness for the benefit of others through their action, resources, knowledge, and words. So we have seen that the concept of CSR is also mentioned in the Indian literature in their own terms and meanings. Now coming to the modern definition of CSR. So modern definition of CSR, there are the three pillars of modern CSR. First is the environmental sustainability, social responsibility, and governance. These all three pillars is very correlated with the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. See, if in the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam says that sustainability and responsibility, it also given in the CSR. Some of the companies has using this concept, like Unilever. Unilever Sustainable Living Plan is a direct application of this principle. The company has committed to reducing the environmental footprint, improving the health and well-being of people worldwide. Next concept, the universal responsibility. The concept of universal responsibility suggested that each individual or entity has a duty to contribute to the well-being of others. USA-based companies like Patagonia and other Google and other companies have used this concept like trade fair certification program and other other campaign where they uses this concept in their day-to-day business. Next concept of Vasudev Kutumbakam says the ethical living and sustainability. USA-based company Interface, a global leader in modular carpet manufacturing, demonstrates CSR principle harmony with Vasudev Kutumbakam through its commitment to becoming the climate positive business. Now coming to the challenge part. What are the challenges if we implement the concept? Firstly, profit versus responsibility. Companies focus on profit or responsibility. Corporate greenwashing. Some of the companies do the unethical works. Next challenge is the globalization and the labor exploitation. Some companies use the labor exploitations to increase their profit. Corporate culture and ethics. Ethics is one of the biggest challenge for implementing the concept of Vasudev Kutumbakam. Now my suggestions. My suggestion is the next generation of CSR should involve the greater collaboration between the business, government, and non-government organizations. Business will need to embrace more circular economic models, reduce waste, and ensure that their operations support a long-term health planet. The implementation of CSR rooted in Vasudev Kutumbakam will require interdisciplinary approach, drawing from fields such as environment science, human rights laws. Limitations of the study: lack of fund, time constraint, and lack of resources. Conclusion: by examining the core principles of universal responsibility, sustainability, and ethical living, it has been seen that how businesses can embody these values to foster the global well-being. However, challenges such as the profit-driven motives and greenwashing continues to hinder the full realization of CSR potential. Ultimately, the future of CSR lies in business adopting more inclusive and ethical approach. These are my references. Thank you.
Ashutosh,
Yes, sir.
it's a very commendable and very interesting topic you have taken. No doubt you have done very explanatory based research on this Vasudev Kutumbakam with the CSR and ancient Indian history, and you have collected very good data. And we wish all the best and
Thank you, sir.
continue to make more interesting and more informative research on this particular topic.
Yes,
Over
sir.
to
Yes, sir. This time I decided not to go for empirical research. I thought I should go for theoretical research. Okay.
Okay, what is, I'm giving you three concepts. What is philanthropy? Number one. Number two,
Yeah.
Triguna theory. Number three, Nishkam Karma Yoga, and how it is related with your topic of CSR and Vasudev Kutumbakam. How you can incorporate this?
Ma'am, actually, the first concept you was given philanthropy. Philanthropy means giving the charity, do for the social welfare. So in the concept of CSR, the company should focus on the social welfare rather than the making the profit. It is similarly the other concept, Nishkam Yoga, and other concept, company also focus, but there are some limitations also because companies the corporate culture whereby it is slightly difficult to implement the concept, but the company can use this
You have
concept.
narrated some shlokas in Sanskrit. One is Karmanye Vadi Karaste Ma Phaleshu Kadachana. How it is related? How Nishkam Karma Yoga is related with that?
Actually, ma'am, Karmaniya Vadukeshu, that is that the Gita says that focus on your work without returning the any result. So if you see that in the CSR, if any company wants to spend some money for social welfare, for the welfare of marginalized people, the company should not think that I will take in return from this. So companies should work only for the benefit of the society, benefit for the poor people, not by not thinking that I have to I have to take return from them. So
Okay,
we can
thank you
use
so
this.
much. Congratulations on your work. You have a very deep and thorough knowledge of ancient Indian history and the ancient Indian terminology. Keep on doing the research on the same. Congratulations once again. Thank you so much. Next participant, please.
Thank you. Now it's time for Diptanshu Bhatt Before we start the presentation, please remember that you got only 8 minutes for the presentation. After 7 minutes, we will ring the bell and 2 minutes for the question and answer. Now, please, Diptanshu Bhatt sir can come.
A very humble request, kindly strictly adhere to the timeline. Give only your title, research work, and conclusion.
Hello. Yes, I am on meeting. Okay. No problem.
Hello. Hello. Am I
Yes,
audible?
you're audible. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. I'm Diptanshu Bhatt from Dharmasana Desai University, Nadia. And the title of the paper is The Influence of Cricket Icons, Gavaskar, Tendulkar, and Yuvraj Singh as brand ambassadors and the impact on the aspirants of upcoming youngsters. So, the cricket is a religion in India, and out of this religion, the region has many personalities whose fame influence extremely beyond the field. And Gavaskar, Sachin Tendulkar, and Yuvraj Singh is the three legacies of Indian cricket, not only incite millions of people with their performances, but also um, inspire cultural and aspirational narrative through being brand ambassadors in their respective eras. And thus, the present paper focuses primarily on the impact of these cricket icons on the compulsory uh, aspirants of contemporary young Indians, analyzing how endorsements and uh, prescriptions of public persons affect career values and lifestyles in particular. So you can say that how the people, the youngsters, will influence by these three guys. So understanding the respective eras of that influence, the study of links, Gavaskar with the discipline and endurance, Tendulkar with modesty, dedication, and Yuvraj Singh with bravery and determination. His study serves and cases based on which research investigations how their personal journeys influence young people and motivate them to face high hurdles and dream big. The paper will also explore the ethical sides of celebrity with an emphasis on their effects on consumer behavior and social norms. When we are talking about the social norms, right? You know the personality of Sunil Gavaskar, you know the personality of Sachin Tendulkar, and you know the personality of Yuvraj Singh. All the three are in their personality are different. Okay, as a cricketer and as a cricketing icon. But if we talk about the aspirational impact, right? The career choice, the lifestyle choices, and the value and ethics. Okay, they carry with them. Okay, and they've imparted to the young inspiration generation. So that is the another thing. Okay, that is see that career choice, the most important one, and the lifestyle choice and the ethics. If we talk about the Tendulkar, recently Tendulkar has told in one of his videos that my father always used to tell me that whatever you are today and whatever you will be tomorrow. Okay, but whenever you do the advertisement, don't do any such ad that will be harmful in case where tobacco product is used. So don't earn money from those sources. So he remain abstain from such things throughout his life. And see that my focus is that uh, career choice is to be given, and lifestyle choice. And see, lifestyle choice, when I'm talking about the lifestyle choice, that these cricketers have a huge uh, impression on the minds of millions of young Indians, and how they carry their personality. Okay, when we are talking about the personality enrichment. Okay, so to conclude, I should say that Gavaskar, Tendulkar, and Yuvraj Singh, they are enthralled Indian cricket and society beyond brand ambassadors and create much more for million of young Indians. Thank you.
Only one question from my side. A very interesting and creative study. Why you have included only Gavaskar ji, Tendulkar ji, and Yuvraj ji? Why not other
Yes.
people?
Okay. Yes, madam. See, I have included the Gavaskar, Tendulkar, and Yuvraj Singh because they are belonging to three different uh, eras. Okay, number one. Number two, that Gavaskar is a predecessor of uh, Tendulkar, and the Yuvraj Singh is a successor of Tendulkar, and Yuvraj Singh is highly influenced by Tendulkar. Okay, and I want to show, I am making the study of all these three cricketers, comparative study, that how these three cricketers have put their impact on Indian cricket through their autobiographies. Okay.
Okay, last question. If you want to choose any new three, who will be they? Apart from these three.
Apart from these three.
Why not
Okay.
Virat Kohli or any other? Or
See,
any
Virat
international
Kohli,
icon?
Virat Kohli, see, if we talk about the behavior and ethics, right? So ethically, if we talk about the behavior of on-field behavior of Virat Kohli is not up to the mark, right? As good as the Tendulkar. And out of these three, I will give number one to Tendulkar.
Is it your perception or an empirical data that you are sharing?
No, this
See,
is
we are the researcher.
this is
Without any concrete result or facts or figures in our hand, we cannot blame anyone.
no, it is not a blame game, madam. See, I will give you one example. Uh, uh, Gavaskar, when he was given out LBW, right, and he is not totally satisfied with the decision of the umpire. Okay, he asked his opener, Chetan Chauhan, okay, to leave the field. Okay, so that is not the way to play the game, and he has violated the rules of the game. Okay, and on the contrary, if we talk about the Tendulkar was given out wrongly 47 times by the Steve Bucknor, although he has never uttered a single word to Steve Bucknor.
Okay.
So
Thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
No, ma'am. Only seconded to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Next participant, please.
Now it's time for Mr. Jaydev Vithalni.
Jaydev. Kindly stop your screen share. Jaydev, sir, are you there? Kindly.
Yes, I am here, madam.
Tanshu sir, please stop your
Yes, sir. Let us continue.
My name is Dedev Vitlani, and my topic is
determinant
determinant of dividend policy and its impact on shareholders' wealth creation of selected banking companies in India. This is this one is my PhD topic, and here I have included in the slide that is abstract, introduction, and the review of literature of certain authors. Now I am coming to the my objective of the study. There will be the three objective of the study. First one is the primary objective of the study is to examine the relation between dividend payout ratio and wealth creation of Indian banking sector, focusing on both that is public and private. Second is by analyzing financial performance and dividend policy of selected bank in that is public and private. And the third one is the study of seek uncover the extent of which dividend decision influence shareholders' wealth. Specifically, it aims to assess the how variation in dividend payout strategy impact on the indicators such as earning per share, make market capitalization and overall shareholder return. Here there will be the hypothesis. There is a no significant impact of dividend payout ratio on market capitalization of banking sector, and there is a significant impact of dividend payout ratio on market capitalization. For this paper, I have taken data of only 1 year for 5 public sector bank and for 5 private sector bank. And the source of data is annual report website of the companies. Here is my data collection. I have selected in public private bank, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Axis Bank, and IDBI Bank. I have selected this bank on the basis of market capitalization as on 31st March 2024. And 5 public sector bank is State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Punjab National Bank, Indian Overseas Bank, and Union Bank. For the data, I have applied test that is I have used the SPSS software for the implication of test. That is I have applied regression test, ANOVA test, and coefficient test. And on the basis of this the test and the data collected, I have found that, or I conclude a finding is the study of examining impact of dividend payout on market capitalization banking sector has revealed important finding to relationship between based on the regression analysis. So here I can conclude that there is a no significant impact on the dividend payout ratio and the market capitalization rate of the study. And there will be a two limitation of my studies. Here I have selected only 1 year data for this study. So one can add more year so the study can be preciseful. And second limitation is the study is totally based on the secondary data. So there will be a subject to the accuracy of the data. So these are the limitation and conclusion of my study.
Only one question from my side. Which regression you have used?
Sorry?
Which regression equation you have used? What is the model that you made? Empirical model. It's not visible. दिख नहीं रहा है. Can you narrate the equation that you made? Screenshot.
Sorry, madam.
Regression equation. Have you made any regression equation?
Yes.
Tell me, narrate the equation. It is not visible. Yeah. What is R square and adjusted R square? What is the inference? Are you able to explain the empirical analysis? Okay, sir, over to you. Okay, thank you so much. Jabde sir, you can stop your screen share. Neha madam, are you there? Govind sir, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, sir. Please share your screen.
Sure, give me 1 minute.
So you are the second last participant. We have only one left with Neha madam. So if Neha madam is there, kindly be ready with your PPT.
Let me know if it is visible.
It is not visible right now.
Okay.
It is visible. Screen is visible.
Is it visible now?
It is visible. It is visible. You can start with the presentation. Only title, your objective, output, and conclusion.
Okay. I am Govind Singh Mehra. I'm research scholar in RKDF University, and I'm very thankful for this opportunity to present my paper on the role of computing in behavioral analysis for anomaly detection in social media. So is it moving right now? The second screen. Hello.
Yes, it is navigating. Okay. It is navigating.
So that's right. So we will go with the roadmap, introduction, software computing techniques overview, findings, and conclusion as per the instructions. In the introduction, we have concluded that the social media is a vast data lake, which is having complex problems with the collective data, with the complex nature of social media, as well as the anomaly detection is very complex. That the traditional approach of rule-based app is not sufficient to take care of it, as in complex human behaviors are getting introduced. This paper objective is to explore the application of soft computing techniques such as physiologic, generic algorithms neural network for detecting the behavioral anomaly in online social communities and social media. The paper emphasized the importance of handling behavioral models and providing the comprehensive review of existing techniques, the advantages, limitations, and the real world applications of that. So that is an objective of that. And these are the techniques of soft computing. Physiologic handles the uncertainty and behavioral data. And then genetic algorithm, it's for optimizing the parameters for anomaly detections in models. Neural network recognize the complexity and non-linear patterns in larger data sets, where hybrid models combines the extensive multiple techniques for enhancing in accuracy and scalability. These are covered from 4 or 5 papers, which are morely emphasize that. That is Ailey, Sharma, and those Chinese papers for 3. That is Hu Yong and Jiu Liu and Q Bing. And these are the combinations, that techniques, advantages, and limitations for these 3 techniques: physiologic, generic algorithms, neural network, and hybrid approach. This is a real world applications where we have seen those. This is social media platforms, whereas physiologics and generic algorithm, neural network came in. Online marketing, physiologic and neural network, where online gaming is also a community where physiologic and generic algorithms are recognized. This is efficiency improvement in real world while we use the hybrid models. So it's real world examples where the Facebook, Amazon, and the gaming industry and Twitter, PayPal has been implemented. This is the matrix which says the accuracy and efficiency and scalability of the whole 4 techniques: physiologic, generic, algorithm, neural network, and hybrid model. And this is this case study for Facebook, Amazon, and Reut, Twitter, and PayPal. So it has done. Facebook has a 60% reduction of the complaint. Amazon at 50%. Reut has the mitigation of 40%. Twitter is working on neurophysics systems, while PayPal works on 25% reductions. Comparison of anomaly detection results: the spam detections, widget detections, bot detections, and behavior analysis. The challenges and limitation is it's a highly computational cost for neural network, while scalability issues in larger scale social media platforms, interoperability of hybrid and neutral network models, and ethical considerations where the policies and biases comes in. So the conclusion is that soft computing provides a robust solution for social media anomaly detection. Hybrid model balance accuracy, scalability, and efficiency. Real world applications are valid for effectiveness of these techniques. Further research will push the boundaries and scalability of AI. Further directions is develop scalable and real-time anomaly detection system, integrated explainability AI for genetic interpretability, right? Explore applications in emerging domains where AR and VR are also coming in, and enhance the ethical framework for policy and fairness. Thanks.
Only one question from my side: how generative AI can be used for your study in a constructive way?
In a constructive way. Generative AI, while we go into generative AI, if we go into larger language models, which can be transformers, that can be a solution for getting those anomaly detection. And
Are you
that can
using
be
any
done by
software programming for developing the tree structural algorithms or models, or is it a conceptual model only you have developed?
for this paper, I have only the study one. I have developed one model for fake user detection, and as well as I have developed one model for fake sentiment analysis.
Which script and software you have used?
That is for these do, I have used the Keras
Hmm.
as well as TensorFlow.
Yeah.
With these
Okay.
combinations, I use the transformers as well as CNN, LSTM, and RNN.
A very unique study. You can develop the app as well for the people, and you can send the recommendations to the company on the various social media platform as well. Very good study.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. Over to you, sir, if you are available. No, he's not. He's not opening. Okay. This was the last presentation. Over to the coordination team of Maharaja Ranjit Singh College.
Thank you all our presenters for sharing such valuable presentations. Let us give another round of applause. Before we conclude this event, I kindly invite our esteemed session chair, Dr. Gitanjali Srivastav ma'am, to share their valuable insights and words of encouragement.
Yeah. Before me, if sir is present, you can call him.
Okay. I would like to invite our esteemed session chair, sir, Dr. Anas Iqbal sir, to kindly share their thoughts and words of encouragement. Okay.
Okay, I think he will be joining a little while. Very heartiest congratulations to all. The wonderful research you all people have done. We have started from the aviation sector, carbon footprints. You people have shared the sustainable developmental goals. People have also shared the ancient roots of the Vasudev Kutumbakam, and finally we ended with the digital era and the algorithms that the people have shared. My only submission to all of you people and the recommendation is that try to make your conceptual research as much as empirical you can. Try to publish your research into Scopus indexed paper so that citations can be globally done by the people. Your research should be renowned one, and people should know what you people are doing, because we people are living into the global world, and whatever the research is going on in the world should be known by the entire community. And if you are working so hard, collecting so much good data, working on the Indian national knowledge as well, so it must be presented. Even you can present your report to the companies on which you have worked. You can take the grants as well, and you can give it to the Ministry of HRD as well. So keep on researching. There is no end to it. And very heartiest congratulations to all the participants. Namaskar. Thank you so much.
Okay. Finally, to conclude this today's event, I would like to invite Vikas to come forward and deliver a vote of thanks.
Happy good afternoon to all. On behalf of Maharaja Ranjit Singh Group of Institution Indore, in collaboration with Sabargamo University of Sri Lanka and Mahasa University Malaysia, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed dignitaries for sparing time from their busy schedule to grace this occasion. Your presence and inspiring words have truly enriched our event and will undoubtedly encourage us in our future endeavors. I also extend my sincere appreciation to our speakers for sharing their expertise, to the participants for their active engagement, and to the anchors and volunteers whose dedication and hard work play a vital role in the smooth execution of this conference. Thank you all for making this conference a memorable and great success, and we look forward to your support, continued support in future. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you, Ranjit Singh team, and thank you all participants. Thank you so much. You may leave the room, please.
Meeting is finally over. You can leave now.